The question is,
not
for a Secret
that's
Service
a bunch of
member
horse hockey.
that died.
Procedural right as a member.
What if our politics aren't as broken as we've been led to believe?
Aggies was the name for a long time. So I think it was I want to say it was like the 40s or so. They started in A. I could be way off on that, but I want to say it was before this season.
This is the purest form of democracy. And, it's good to be reminded that it's still alive. And maybe we're not in as much trouble as we're being, told we are.
This is a civic assembly established by the city government of Fort Collins, Colorado. These 20 Americans have all sorts of different views and backgrounds: homemaker, bouncy house rental company owner, engineer, student, librarian, retiree, and more. They were selected through an unbiased random lottery, similar to a jury, to form a miniature representation of Fort Collins. The city asked them to come up with a solution to an issue that's been hotly debated: what to do with 164 acres of empty land where an old football stadium once stood, known as the Hughes site.
They've done the formal surveys like we usually do, but to have this representative group of residents from around the city who we might not usually hear from is very, very valuable, because we only get one shot at making a really smart decision and getting the right fit for this property.
This might seem like small potatoes, but it's a serious issue for local residents. Some want a bike park, some want a nature preserve, and some want a mix of both or other elements. Every political issue, local, regional, and national, boils down to this: what do we want for our families and for the future? The assembly members were paid for their time. They deliberated over 4 days, hearing from all sorts of community advocates, stakeholders, experts, and officials. Partisanship, Republican versus Democrat, didn't ruin the process. George Washington once said, "It is on great occasions only, and after time has been given for cool and deliberate reflection, that the real voice of the people can be known." Fort Collins turned the question of the Hughes site into a great occasion, creating the conditions for people, through deliberation, to find their voice. And there are many more policy questions like this one, whether it's the cost of living or healthcare, facing Americans across the country. Could your city or state be next?